Well, hello there, and welcome to the next edition of Geoffmobile.com. So here we are in Geoffmobile.com's home office, which, as you can see, is quite messy. It's basically a 603 square foot apartment, and this small little closet is where I have my computer, and I do a lot of my vlogging and computer video editing, other programming, website design, things on the computer. My main job that I do in my career as Geoff Peters of Vancouver is the software development job I do at SAP, a big German software company, one of the world leaders in enterprise software. But I have a lot of interests outside of work, which I've always been doing throughout my life. And I want to talk more about how do I manage my time outside of work, because I come home from work, I have maybe a few hours in the evening to spend time with friends and family, go out for dinner sometimes or make nice food at home. And then I have to get some sleep, of course. And at the same time, I like doing lots of things. I'm taking courses in Mandarin, photography, videography, and even maybe an acting class eventually if I can get the gumption to do it. Anyways, some people have asked me, how do I manage my time so effectively? Because I have a limited amount of time. Well, the first thing that helps is to cut down on my commute. I have only less than 10-minute commute. I'm so fortunate to live close to work. I can just walk home. So that cuts out an extra hour a day of sitting in a car, which a lot of people unfortunately have to do because of the way where they live and where they work is not close enough. But if you can at all eliminate that commute, it really saves a lot of time, and I'm really fortunate to have that possibility. But another thing that I really do is I've based my leisure time when I'm actually trying to do something outside of work, my interests. I base this on the idea of getting things done. So if you've heard, there's a book called Getting Things Done. I can't remember the author, but it's basically a system or a bunch of ideas relating to how someone can do things, get things done efficiently without procrastinating, without wasting time, and actually accomplish their goals. Because I think the most powerful thing someone can do is to set a goal towards wanting to do something. Like, I want to climb Mount Everest, that's a goal, or I want to learn how to take a photo of my dog. Make this a goal that you're focusing towards. Like, hey, I want to learn the piano. Focus all your energy towards this goal, and as much energy as you can, and talk to people about your goal constantly. Irritate them, annoy them that you want to do this goal. Eventually people will recognize you're solely passionate about this goal. They're going to help you. So goal setting is really important. But another component of goal setting is working towards that goal. Every day, doing something that contributes to you reaching that goal eventually. Like every day, working on your video editing, or practicing the piano, or learning how to take photos. So this consistent effort towards a goal, the training or practice, or working on yourself, your skills towards reaching a goal is really important. When it comes down to time management, how do you make sure that you get these tasks done and actually accomplish the goals that you want to do? Well, the first thing to do is, when you think of an idea, like I want to do something, I want to do this, I want to do that, the way to do it is to write that down. And I use a system called Toodledo. So if you look online, it's toodledo.com. I'll put the description below. Toodledo.com is basically a to-do list on the web. There's other to-do lists you can get. You can use Outlook on your Microsoft Outlook, or you can use Google Tasks. But I find Toodledo is the most customizable for what I want to do with it. It lets me put tasks quickly with a minimum amount of clicking and typing. Enter a task, a new task, set a date on it and a category. The date is when I want to complete it by, or the date that it will show up in the list in a categorized fashion. I also set a priority, so if something I really want to do, like go for a run every few days, I make that in the high category. Or if it's something that, like doing the laundry, I put that on the to-do list as well, so make sure I do my laundry. That gets a medium priority, and I can always reschedule that later, because it doesn't matter if laundry piles up for an extra day. So I use this thing called Toodledo, and my to-do list at one point in my life when I was self-employed, it had 400 things on it, and it's all organized, prioritized. I never had to think about what am I going to do next. If I ever had a free half an hour block, 15-minute block, I'd work away on some of the most high priority tasks in my to-do list. This helped me achieve my goals. I've also become a jazz pianist over the years from learning how to play piano. Although I'm not doing as much of that now, I definitely still play a bit of piano at certain weddings and special events. And then photography is another thing I'm really interested in. All these things, I actually put them on my to-do list, like play piano or take photos or work on your video editing. All this goes on my to-do list, and even things around the home. So the real benefit of having a to-do list is that instead of having to do something as soon as you think of it, otherwise you'll forget, you put it on your to-do list, and then later on you can do it. The most important thing is to capture everything that you want to do, and then you can easily plan and reprioritize or decide you don't want to do things. The to-do list is a really powerful tool, and we use similar kinds of processes and tools in managing a large software product at my company that I work at. So instead of doing everything you think of at the moment you think of it, you enter that in the system, it gets prioritized, and you get to do it later. But what that system guarantees is that the most important thing that you want to do is what you're working on right now. So yeah, I really recommend this thing called Toodledo, and I don't know if this video will help you in learning how I do it, but hopefully it gives you some ideas. You might want to check out the book Getting Things Done, or read some articles online about getting things done as a process. And other than that, mainly just focus on what do you really want to achieve in your life, what are the goals that are most important to you, and then just do something every day towards reaching that goal, whether it's taking a course and something you're interested in, meeting people who are really good at what you want to do and learning from them, or doing anything that makes you feel excited, enjoyable about your life. So that's some unsolicited advice for you guys, and I would really appreciate if you could leave me comments. What do you think about to-do lists? Do you use a system like Toodledo, Google Tasks, or Outlook? And if you're a person who achieves a lot, how do you go about achieving all this stuff, and what's your magic system that you use to organize your life outside of work? Okay, that's all for now. Hope you have a great day, and see you next time from Geoffmobile.com. Bye.
This is like the upbeat version of the evil cat.